Hi, just a quick pre-made video for you this week. We've been looking at a Triumph Twin and we had to replace the valve guides, valves and recut the seats. So I thought it might be interesting just for you to have a quick look at the process. It's a quick overview, not a technical video, so it's just something for your interest and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, as per the intro, here we are removing the valve collets using the valve spring compressor. So you can see here I've just tightened the valve up, compressed the spring and the valve collets are out, and now we're just releasing the pressure and the valve springs released with the valve spring top and the little base plate that's fitted to the Triumphs. Here we go, we're just looking at that valve. You can see it was as loose as anything and black burnt oil all the way up the valve stem. Quick cook in the oven, warm him up to help us press the valve guides out. Quick tap using the valve guide removal tool and literally with the warmth just punch them out. Give the head a good clean. Okay, just sizing up the valve seat tool. Yep, about right. Okay, warming the head up again. So what we're going to do next is actually put the new guides in. So the head's been cleaned, all the guides have been cleaned out and lubricated. So we're now using the normal valve guide insertion tool. So you put the tool in under the base of the valve seat, valve guide goes in, and then you use the correct end of the tool, which is countersunk, to pull the top of the valve guide in, do the nut up, and then while the head's nice and warm, just pull him in. Sometimes you need to hold them at the bottom as well with an Allen key. A lot of times when it's nice and warm, like we've got it there, the valve guide just pops in. We have used a 2,000 oversized guide in this case. There was slight wear, so that next size guide went in lovely. You can see here just a quick turn of the tool and it pops in, and it nice hard compression at the end. Make sure it's fully seated. So they look really nice at the moment. You want to check obviously that you're still running in the same sort of alignment of the original guides. Check they've all gone in nice and straight and fully home onto the shoulder. And last one. Okay, once we've done that, use the correct size parallel reamer, and what we're doing here is when the guide's actually pressed into the head, it will slightly compress and slightly deform the inside. So you're using, so you know, you have to carefully line it up, make sure you get those first cuts in nice and parallel, and then work the tool with a little bit of lubrication, bit of cutting fluid, and work that through, and you'll have a nice true running valve. As you can see here, it shouldn't stick, but it should feel nice and tight and true. Then we're just cleaning up the valve seats, just taking off the surface. They weren't that bad. Well, in 3 of the valve seats cases, one of them actually did have to be replaced in the end, but you can see here literally just work the tool to start with to do your first cut, and then when you're doing your final cuts, make sure it's following in a complete circle, work it, and you will get a nice cut valve seat. Obviously then it's sitting there with your fine and coarse cutting compounds to finally seat the valve in. Here we are with one of the cutting compounds. This only obviously shows it being done for a few minutes, but with the coarse and fine compounds and lapping tool, you know, I did spend quite a while making sure we had a lovely seats for perfect sealing. You know, just those extra few minutes can make all the difference to your final engine build. Hopefully you can see there we're beginning to get a nice seat and a nice gas tight seal on the valve, and you can see there where it's beginning to align nicely and begin to get a perfect seat. Worthwhile pointing out, the exhaust on the right hand cylinder has got some severe base wear, and obviously you can see from that it was a bit stepped, so that one has had to go away for new valve seats. And in fact, in this case, both exhaust valve seats were changed. So hopefully you can see there, realistically, it's just a quick overview of taking off your valve, punching out the valve guide, fitting the new valve guide, reaming to fit your valve nicely, and then cutting the seat and lapping in your new valve, obviously then to rebuild the head. So I hope that was a useful and interesting overview, and I look forward to showing you some of our processes in the future. Cheers.